Today, Edward Snowden said that he acted all alone when he stole top-secret documents from the National Security Agency. Last Sunday on Face the Nation, the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Mike Rogers, said the Russians might have helped Snowden in the theft. Snowden escaped to Hong Kong and then later settled in Russia. Snowden told the New Yorker magazine that the idea that he had help with the theft is absurd. Well, we put the question to one of the people who know the most about the case, Mike Morell. Until last year, he was deputy director at the CIA. He also served on the president's task force on surveillance. Morell is now senior security contributor for CBS News.
There is no evidence of that, Scott. My own thinking is that what Ed Snowden did was steal the material on his own, get out of the country on his own. My questions about his work with Chinese and Russian intelligence begin once he arrives in Hong Kong and then when he moved on to Moscow.
What do we know about what happened in Hong Kong?
Well, there were a couple of incidents in Hong Kong that I really can't get into, but those incidents really raised some questions about whether or not he had contact with Russian intelligence. Does
U.S. intelligence have a good appraisal today of what Snowden took in its entirety?
So we don't know what he took. We know what he had access to. My understanding is that the government is still trying to put together exactly what he walked away with. I think about it in three buckets. One bucket is what he actually had on computers and hard drives that he showed up in Hong Kong with. Clearly, that information has been compromised. The second bucket is what he has already turned over to Mr. Greenwald. And then I assume that there is also a third bucket of information that Ed Snowden still controls and is probably somewhere in the cloud. Scott, one of my concerns is that if he is accessing that cloud in any way in Russia, Russian intelligence is clearly watching him do that, and they only need to see him do it once to be able to do it themselves.
Now, Greenwald, of course, is the reporter who's been working with Snowden. When you say that he has information in the cloud, this is a widely distributed file sharing system where the information would be spread out over perhaps multiple servers anywhere around the world. After all of these months, would it be possible for someone to repeat what he did, or are all of those security lapses now closed?
No, there are places in the U.S. government where there is classified information, where there is no auditing capability, and so this could happen someplace else. And one of our recommendations in the review group was that the government move quickly to monitor these networks as aggressively as they can be monitored.
Mike Morell, former deputy director of the CIA and now a CBS News contributor, thanks.